Okay, so I'm gonna assume that you clicked on this video because you wanted to make an FNF with lyrics, but you didn't know where to start or you didn't know what to do. So whenever I'm making this video, I'm going based off of what I do. So as you can see, you need a computer because that's what I'm recording on. So you need a computer. You need FL Studio downloaded. You don't need to buy the full version. Don't worry, you can use the trial. You need a decent mic to cancel out background noise. So like it's called mic guard. I knew that. See, I use voice mod. I use that to it just cancels out background noise, but you can use whatever you want as long as it's suitable and it works and FL Studio can pick it up. And you need FL Studio. So I'm going to run y'all through how I usually record, tune, and I'm not going to show you how to do my art. That's a video for another day. So I decide to go like a gap between the last used track just in case. And then we turn this on. Yes. Okay. So I'm hearing myself twice. You click this and that problem is fixed. So you won't hear yourself, but the microphone will still be picked up whenever you start recording. So we're going to come here. This is the third one. We're going to find faker. This is the faker scale because we're doing faker because everyone and their mom wants me to tune their faker with lyrics. Can you tune my faker with lyrics? Okay, so we're here now. We're figuring out that the fifth track is going to be used by faker. So this is where we're going to put our effects. So now let's go to this. This is how we're going to record. So if we listen, okay, so this is faker, this track right here, which means all the way down. Usually this is where faker is going to sing. So we're gonna left click. No, that's right click. We're gonna right click on this. So bam. So now that's the only track that you're gonna hear. You can do it with the instrumental. I prefer not to because it's like, okay, I focus on the instrumental as well and it just confuses me. So I usually don't do it. We're gonna click Control A. And then we're gonna drag this out like 2 spaces, okay? Or the reason I do that is because it gives you some time to like prepare yourself before you start singing, okay? So now we're here, right? You hit this button right here. It won't start you immediately. Don't worry. It may ask you to do some other crap. So you might need to figure that out before you start. But now that you're recording, I hit play and I record. I have some lyrics that I did right here. So this is what I'm going to sing for the little portion. I need to make sure this stays up, actually. No, that's not what I'm after. Please stop. Okay. So now this is going to stay up. You can use whatever you want for that. But, okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this fire lyrics? Here we go. I've been forced to face the ruins, but you don't. Oh, that's so bad. I'm not using that. Goodbye. Okay. You ready? Take 2. I've been forced to face the ruins, but you don't know what lies deep within. Not a fake or a fraud, but a god. Okay, so now that we have that recorded, it'll usually, okay, so after you record, you'll have to come here and you'll have to find your line. You go to audio. This one is the one that we didn't use. So this one, I'm just going to name it, but you don't have to. Faker. I'm the best. Okay, so now that we have this named, usually it'll put it on the track. And if you disable the track, you're not going to be able to hear your audio. So see how you can't hear it? I'm going to tell y'all how to fix that. You put it in a different track. I know, I'm the biggest bird. So now, I've been forced to face the ruins, but you... Okay, I'm not gonna make y'all listen to that again. I usually preview my stuff just to make sure I sung everything right, but I'm not gonna do it here because I'm lazy. So now we're gonna slide. You use the scroll wheel, or you can right click, left click. I'm the biggest bird. So you left click on it and you just drag your mouse up and down. But I use the scroll wheel because it's easier. So use the scroll wheel and find whatever track Faker was on, or whatever character you're trying to cover. So he's on 5. Oh my god. Okay, your vocals are on 5. They're matching up, right? So I've been... Oh no, that's a problem. I'm gonna cry. We're gonna make our effects now. So I'm gonna enable my microphone in here, and I'm gonna turn it off in OBS. Okay, I'm gonna do that real fast. There we go. I'm the biggest bird. Okay. So y'all hear how this is echoing? I don't know what y'all are aiming for, but I don't really want that. So we're gonna turn it down. Right? We're gonna bring that down here. I'm gonna take that away and that away. Okay. So faker. I usually put effector. You go to lo-fi. You turn bypass off. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag it over here because so over there you couldn't understand me, but like right here, it still sounds like staticky, and like all that stuff, all that good stuff, but you can still understand me. So what I do is I usually like put it like something like this right here. That's perfect. That's great. Okay, and then I do like whatever I want to do here. So sometimes I think what we're gonna do, or hang on, I'll stay on this effector. So we're on effector right here. I skip one, I go here, and this is what I do for faker. And then we're gonna go to lo-fi again. We're gonna turn on bypass. We're gonna make it something like over there, and we're gonna make it in the background, kinda. See? That sounds good, right? That sounds amazing. I'm so good. Okay, so right here, I always do, my first one is always this right here. Y'all might be different, y'all's professionals out there might be laughing and crying at me. I prefer to have mine first, so I put that here, and then whatever you're aiming for, this right here, will make it sound like this, but if you put that back to normal, something like this will make it sound like that. So really, you just mess around with it. What I usually do is I bring that all the way down, bring this about up, drag it back down, do it back up, and then, yeah. So we have our cool effects. I turn that like about like that. And then, so so that slot that we skipped, right? I put Fruity Blood Overdrive right about there for faker. This is what I usually do. Then we turn that up. We kind of just do it randomly. So, da 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 da. Okay, and I turn that down about like this. So, there we go. See, doesn't that sound good? Now, here's where I see a bunch of like the really old faker with lyrics mess up with their effects. They put pitch fix, or like they put something like this, right? Doesn't work, okay? But you still want that little hint in the back. So I usually do something like this. We're gonna go to voice actually. Okay, so you usually want something like this, because, actually, I don't like that. Hang on. See? You can barely tell that it's there, but like, it's still there. So, I don't know. You could probably apply that to some sort of a rule. Or lure. I'm the biggest bird. And then we put our reverb, not a lot. Something like that. Like that. Like that. See? So now, really, it's kind of just mess around with stuff until you find what works. I also like doing this. So this goes over that. And then, so look, it kind of gives that Lord X effect. We're going to put that right there. See? Faker. And then we put some choruses here and there, because chorus always sounds awesome. Chorus is amazing. See? Now we have our faker. So, we're gonna remove the microphone. Okay, we're back on OBS, so I can actually talk correctly now. So, we have our effects done. So, we're gonna listen to our little preview with the effects on. Let me just do that. Okay. Because my microphone is weird and picks it up late, kinda. So yeah, now that's fixed.
I've been for face the ruins, but you don't know what lies deep within. Not a fake or a fraud, but a god.
Okay, doesn't that sound quite nice? Now, we're moving on to the tuning phase. I'm actually gonna get that out of the way. Save. Okay, so now we're here. We're gonna click right here. We're gonna left click on that, and then we're gonna click pitch correct sample. Oh no, scary new tone. First off, I do this because it just sounds way better. Okay, scary new tone. You can't save it. For those of you who are experienced and have tried to mess around with new tone, you'll know if it's in trial mode, you can't save it. I'm gonna show y'all how to fix that. But first, I'm gonna show y'all how I do my tuning. So we're gonna go here, and since this is one line and it's all in like one little pattern is what it's called, then it's gonna be way easier. Yippee, that's good for us. So you click on that, and then that makes it appear in your MIDI. So now you click this, and you use the scroll wheel right there, and it finds your faker sample, and you kind of go here. And if you want to, you can actually change the faker sample. So just you right click on faker scale, you go to replace, and then I just put it as like this because it's simple and easy. Okay, so now we get the notes. They pop up. So we go back to new tone, and we just match the notes. And I'm gonna show y'all a neat little trick. If you click down on control and then you hold the left click, you drag it, you can select like what is all one word, and you click on the note that's like being played. So I've been for the face for the face ruins, but you. And I'm just gonna tune it for y'all real fast. So I may not talk, but I'm gonna just show y'all like the process of doing it, because it's not easy to explain stuff like this, because usually it's like I figured it out on my own, and like if I can figure it out on my own, y'all should be able to too, because I'm not very smart. I'm kidding. I actually am a pretty smart person, but I don't know. Really depends. So I'm gonna just like kind of do it, and like pretty much you just drag like the samples like to whatever note appears on here. So like no one no. Okay, so a neat little trick. I'm gonna show y'all another one. When you click on this, like, so let's say like the note it's kind of like this, and like so like it's late and you want it to be exact. You click on this, you hold down Alt, and then you go to where the word would start. So like you can just kind of tell like after a little bit of experience where the word would start based off of the audio frequency. But I don't know, it takes practice like everything does. Know what lies deep within. Alright, see? Doesn't that sound awesome? So I'm gonna show y'all like what, or let me finish and then I'll show y'all what we've got done. Deep within, not within, deep within, not a fake or a fraud, but a god. Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret with Faker. I know it appears like this, but really it sounds better if you go up to D sharp. God. So you might think, oh, that sounds familiar. It's because that's what Nominal tuned his to be like, I think. On his Fake Earth lyrics, that one that got leaked with him and Brodo collabing in it. That's how he sings it, and it sounds amazing because anything Nominal does for absolutely no reason at all sounds good. So that's usually how I tune my stuff, but you can just stick to the regular one. Be born. But yeah, this is how I usually tune it. But if you want to, you can just stick to the regular notes. But yeah. So I'm gonna tell y'all how to extract it, because usually, like, you know how, like, if you have experience with FL Studio, you know, cleaning this or clicking this would usually send it to this right here, right? Oh, where is it at? It's not gonna show up because you're in trial mode. You need to get some money. I'm kidding. I'm broke too. Oh my God, where did it go? Come back, sir. Where are you at? What if it's ma'am? Shut up. Okay, so now we're here. Now we're like at this section. We're done with tuning. Now what? How do I extract it? We go back here. Open that up all the way. Okay, so you know how new tone is right here, because it technically counts as an effect, even though it's not. It's like a whole other thing, but under it, you need to make sure you need to go to Edison. So you click here, and you go to Edison. So now you're able to do that. New tone needs to be above Edison, because if it's not, then Edison won't pick up new tone. It's kind of tricky to explain, but like if you have experience with it, you'll understand. So let's just go here. So there's no like beforehand breathing or anything like that. And then, so you know how it's on input, or if it's not, you need to click on it and put it on input. So now you do that and you click play. I've been forced to face the ruins, but you don't know what lies deep within. Not a fake or a fraud, but a god. Okay, so that's our first time hearing the full thing, and I'd argue that it sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna roll with this. Everything's tuned correctly. Everything's how I want it to be. So now this is where we click this right here, and we send it to the, what is it called? I don't know what it's called, but you send it to here, the playlist arrangement. So now it's here. Should be this right here, right? If it's not, I'm gonna cry. I've been for. Okay, that's it. That is. So you want to line it up with your old samples. I'm going to show y'all how I do it. So you hold down Alt, which means you're able to get more free when you drag it, and then you align it just as so. You put it down a layer and you delete your old samples. So now we have something that sounds like this. Also, make sure Faker, you click on the track that Faker's on, you left click on it, and it'll silence Faker. So drag this back up to your samples, or not to the effect track. So this is where our Faker effects are. It's a number 5. Remember that. And now here we go. I've been forced to face the ruins, but you don't know. Okay, now that I'm hearing it, hang on. We need to turn down pitch effect, because it doesn't sound good. Actually, I wonder what I can do to fix that. We're going to turn back on this. That sounds decent. I think that sounds good. Okay. So now we're kind of finished, really. I mean, like, besides the fact that you need to rinse and repeat this process all the way until you're done, you're pretty much done. I've been forced to face the ruins, but you don't know what lies deep. I've been forced to face the ruins, but you don't know what lies deep within. Not a fake or a fraud, but a god. Okay, so I'd argue that's pretty good. I'm not gonna post this, so if you want to repost that, go ahead. I don't care that much, but uh, yeah, that's kind of just there now. Like that's kind of how I do it. Other people may do it differently. Other people may not tune their stuff, which I mean I really hope they do because tuning it, no matter who you are, makes it sound so much better. I don't know. I guess depends, but that's besides the point. The point is, this is how I do it. Other people like Mamie Mayo and I don't know, freaking Sayo Sky, all those big names, they probably do their effects part differently. They probably do it like way different. They might not. They might do it like very similar to how I do it, but I don't know. Their stuff always sounds better anyway, so I don't know. They might release a little video like this, but this is how I do it. So if you liked my stuff, now you know how to do it just like how I do it. You're welcome. I hope this helped with any sort of situation you may have been in. Goodbye.